in numerology, numbers are linked to different archetypes. So number 1 is the magician. Number 2 is the priestess. Number 3, the empress. Number 4, the emperor. So and so on until 9, which is the hermit. So this year is a 9 year, which means closure. It means wisdom. It's letting go of all the old and letting go of the past. According to the wisdom of Krayan, number 9 unfolds every month, and it replicates every 9 years, beginning with the year number 9, and it completes year number 1, sorry. So number 9 is the hermit, the wise man that is illuminated by the light of source. And during this 9 year, we will travel the entire path of the number 9 that synthesizes that it started in 2017. And the hermit goes downward to go through the very profound stages, and that it begins to ascend until finally reaches purification. So this year, number 9, we are closing everything that we began in 2017. And we are becoming the hermit, the wise person who reaches maturity. And you will be well within yourself. It will be that you embrace your own solitude or loneliness. You will embrace all that you are. It gives you the opportunity to begin to look from the eagle's gaze and prepare for the rebirth, where you can observe the world with compassion and understanding. So we are going through a year of mercy and forgiveness, and then we allow to let go everything that is not serving and to be reborn anew. This also, numerology is also related to astrology. It goes hand in hand. And this is related to Saturn in Aries. So this is the leader who has gone through the process of individuation, who does not depend on others, but it's mature. It does not act from impulsiveness, but from commitment and maturity. Is this path of righteousness, commitment, purpose, purity, integrity. So this is the spiritual authority in the physical form. And it is capable to illuminate the entire world with the wisdom, who enters into the unknown, not to escape, but to just leave a mark, to go deep and embrace it all. So number 9 goes through different stages. And the most difficult ones are the first one, the 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, and the 27, 2 plus 7 is 9, and 3 plus 6 is 9, and so on and so on. So the first portal is the 18, and this means the dark night of the soul. So we went through this process at the beginning of the year. We met even more the shadow, the unconscious fears. We went through internal obstacles that were demanding to be integrated. And it was about recognizing the feminine aspect within us, the masculine aspect, the opposites, the light and the shadow, and seek harmony, integrating the dark and allowing beauty to be born after the chaos. Astrologically, the peak of this was in the last Sunday eclipse in Pisces. It was a deep exploration of the spiritual and conscious world. We were closing many cycles related to our ancestral karma, and also connecting with our spiritual essence, healing the wounds and the greater compassion. Last solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse, it was profound to release and liberate. The next phase, it was the 27, connecting with the unexpected and into the womb. And all these moments that we have misused intelligence, misused strength, those events return them so that we can close them. The soul protects itself because it doesn't trust, and it is in constant state of guard for fear and of past events to return. And this is the time when we are into a new gestation of ourselves into the mother's womb. We heal the relationship with the feminine, we return to source, and we went through the healing of the feminine also this year, because this is related to Chiron in Aries, confronted with the primordial wounds. Chiron is the healer, and we are healing the wound of the self and the self-affirmation into the world, this security with which we can establish life in the world. And we are gestating a new identity, opening more into a more authentic self. And we were healing the womb of the childhood of not being seen, not being loved, when we were in the womb and the first years. So we were healing the inner child by July. And then the next phase was the 36 initiation and living with faith. This was the return to karma to resolve and lowering into a package in which you become emptier to be able to receive the cosmic being that you are, but in the physical form. And this is giving birth to the new version of yourself, the portal to new spiritual rebirth. And it may feel sometimes like symptoms of pregnancy, and it is that you are literally bringing in this divine self into your body. And this was related to Cancer, linked to the gestation, emotional nourishment, cellular memories, and also this sign governs the matrix and the womb and things that take shape and take form into the subtle realms. And we were working with Cancer in July and in August. The next number is the 45, regeneration of the masculine. We were uplifting the fallen masculine and returning to its place, activating the masculine energy in the light. We have been purifying very much the divine masculine and the internal forces of light that reactivated the DNA. In astrology, also, Saturn in Aries is healing the wound of the masculine. And we were working with a masculine May, June, July, August, for a lot of months. We've been working on the masculine aspect. The next was the 45, the test of the soul. This is the final judgment with the scales of Mahat in Egypt. Scales of Mahat is one in which you place your heart, and your heart must be so pure and so light as the feather. And this is the final measurement that the soul weights itself as the feather to cross into the next stage. And this is the feminine force that helps us to open the dharmic cycle and open after we have passed the test. In astrology, this is the Neptune retrograding in Pisces to call us to live with the truth, dissolve all the illusions, confront the soul from its evasion. And Saturn and Neptune together, they are the supreme spiritual tribunal. If our spirituality is real, if our emotions are authentic, if we are applying what we preach, So the both planets that are helping us to return the masculine and the feminine into their ascended place, their divine self. And we've been also working with these divine feminine forces for a while. And this month we are in August, we were working with the divine feminine, September as well. So we are deepening into the feminine aspect. And 63 is the sacred communion, is the feminine supporting the masculine. And so that it feels strong and secure with the nourishment of the feminine. Men and women together govern your life, first within and then without. Is connecting with love, is the first contact with the mother, the feminine. The soul has both energies. We are connecting with higher love, with mercy, with unity. And the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in the sky in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, this is when the feminine and the masculine aspects, they start to just unite at the very first 0 degrees of Aries, the beginning of a new cycle. And this creates the alchemical wedding, first inside and then outside. And then the last one, it will be felt December, the 72, the final purification. This is the unification of the feminine and the masculine, the purification through the waters. The soul closes its will with love, mercy, and forgiveness. And this will be felt in the new moon in Sagittarius in December, closing this cycle with faith, surrender, and how to live from this spiritual groundedness. Neptune retrograde in Pisces allows us to go deeper within, connect with the unconscious, and dissolving all illusions, facilitate deep emotional karmic to be able to fully close. And Jupiter in Cancer will help us to expand emotional sensitivity, the need to protect and nurture, and review of emotional and family roots. We are more vulnerable and sensitive. So this will be a culmination of many stages at the end of the year, and we will move into a next phase. Also be aware that the 1st of January in 2026, it will be year 1, month 1, day 1. And I tell you that because it will be the best day to set intentions for the next 9 years, the next 9 cycle. So be aware, sit in meditation before the year closes. And I will be sharing this along the months, but be aware that a new cycle begins. Where do you wanna just place yourself and live your reality from for the next 9 cycle, and what it is that you want to manifest? What are your intentions? So it is important to know, because we have been living what happened on what we decided from 2017, and you can remember what happened this year for you. What intentions do you had that you have gone through so much these 9 years? And today, the 9-9 portal is this test that I was sharing about the scales of Mahat. If our heart is so pure and so light that it weighs like the feather. And this is where we are today. We are in the place in which we are calling the inner truth, speaking our voice, opening up, and dissolve illusions, confront the soul from all that we are trying to avoid and deny. And this is the time that we must just return the divine feminine, and we are embracing the power of the divine feminine that has been silenced. And I'll be sharing more of this. So it's important to reflect all of this, that is the what has been happening the entire year, and also what's going to happen until the end of the year, so that you can be aware of, okay, This is part of the cycle. So just face it with a different awareness that is going to help us to just get out of it with more joy or more compassion.